we've built a strong foundation with the core modules of Node. Now let's explore one of the most common tasks for any backend server, communicating with the outside world by fetching data from external APIs. So this skill is essential for building rich applications that can show you weather, process payments, find movie details, or do almost anything that you can just imagine. Now, what is API? Think of an API, application programmable interface or programming interface, like a menu at a restaurant. So the menu lists a set of dishes that you can order, which is the available data or actions. And then you don't know or care how the kitchen prepares the food. You just need to know, how to place an order, meaning how to make a request. So you give your order to the waiter, which is the API endpoint, and then they bring you the dish that you asked for, which is a data response. So in the web world, an API is a structured way for different applications to talk to each other. Our Node app can order data from the weather service, a movie database, or stock market API, or they can send back the data that is in a predictable format. Usually it's JSON format. Now, we've used Axios before. Thinking of Axios, and it's perfect tool for this job. When we want to get data from the API, we make an HTTP GET request. So it's like asking the waiter, can I please get a soup of a day? So the response from the modern APIs is JSON, JavaScript object notation, which is the lightweight text format that looks like JavaScript object. Right. So the great thing about Axios is that it automatically parses the JSON for us, and so that we can actually use it in our code immediately. We've already installed Axios and Chalk, so just make sure that they are installed. If not, you can just run npm install Axios Chalk in your terminal, and then we need to write the joke fetcher. So this project will combine our knowledge of npm package and async await, and then now we'll have to create a new file called jokes.js. Now in this file, the first thing that we're gonna do, we will import Axios from Axios, and then we'll also import Chalk from Chalk. Then we'll write a asynchronous function . Now we need to set a special accept header for this API, just to tell it we want the response in JSON format. And then we can use Axios to make the GET request. Now this joke is the joke property of the response data. Then we can just display the joke. Then if there is an error, we just need to catch the error. And then finally we can just call the getJoke function. Some APIs, if you look at this area here, some APIs require you to send extra information in the headers of your request. So in this case, this API needs us to explicitly say we accept an application JSON or JSON response. So this is very common. And then this line here, we make an asynchronous GET request, passing both the URL and our configuration object. And then we dig into the response data to find the job property as specified by the API's documentation. So every API has a different response structure. Right. Then we can go ahead and run this. So the joke API is public, but most powerful APIs like the weather, like movies, or payments require you to sign up and get a secret API keys. So this is a unique string that identifies you. So you should never write an API key directly into your code. If you upload your code to a public place like GitHub, your key will be stored in abuse. Now, the standard practice is to store the key in a special file and use a package like .env just to load them into your application securely. So we'll cover that in a more advanced lesson, but it's crucial to know about it now.